A survey by Pew Research Center shows nearly half of teenagers in the U.S. say they are online almost constantly, but there are ways to help protect your kids from the more nefarious parts of the internet.
Yeah, so we are joined by cybersecurity expert Alex East, who joins us again this morning. This time we're talking about online safety for parents when it comes to their kids. You've got this book. We spoke to you before about online safety for seniors, but I feel like kids, they have come into this world, in the cyber world. So this is very much part of their life, and we kind of have to wrap our minds around it.
Right. I mean, there's the whole concept of technological natives and technological migrants, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're technological migrants,
Yes.
whereas they kind of grew up in this world, so we have to adapt to their ways and things like that, right? Where they live their life online, so we have to adapt to that.
How are the dangers different for seniors who, for the most part, are not used to technology compared to kids who are bathed in it? What are the differences in the dangers they face?
Yeah, so with seniors, it's more financial. The people are going after their money, by and large. With children, there's a lot more nuanced things that they're going after. There's stalkers that are going after them to groom them for sexual predatory purposes. There is a financial side of things as well, with things like sextortion, and there's also cyberbullying, right, which is a huge thing. I mean, there's so many tragic cases where teens have actually taken their lives over.
It seems to me like an older person would be more likely to fall for, say, like a phishing scam, whereas a younger person's much more likely to engage in a chat with somebody, whereas I feel like, you know, my parents or in-laws would not be online chatting with anybody. And that's how, like, that seemed like the different entryways to whatever danger they're facing.
Yeah, so the what we call the attack vectors are slightly different, right? They do phishing scams because there are, you know, you've won a prize and it's attached to some game that they're playing.
Yeah.
But mainly it's through direct messaging, so DMing, through social media, through gaming apps like Roblox and Minecraft, and then even through, you know, sending them emails, but less to a lesser extent.
Chapter 6, you talk about the footprint, cyber footprint for kids, and I think that's one thing that we sometimes forget to remind our kids. The internet is forever.
It is.
Whatever you step onto in the internet it lives forever.
It does, and there are repercussions right into the future that when you're young you don't think about that, right? You think you're going to live forever, and none of the things you do today matter in the future. But in this day and age, things like colleges are looking at people's internet past to get access to that, and they're just not thinking about those repercussions.
So I know they want us to wrap, but what do we do if you're a parent? Because, you know, we know all this stuff. They don't want to listen to us about it. What do we do to keep them safe? Yeah,
I mean, you ask any teenager, they know everything already. Right? So you can't possibly tell them anything they don't know. But having open dialogues and making it less preachy and saying things like, hey, have you heard about this thing? You know, and you know, making it more of a two-way dialogue.
Yeah, and you talk about ways to attack the subject. It's a parent's guide to online safety, and they really are some simple steps if you have the dialogue and have the conversations. Alex, thank you so much for your time this morning.
My pleasure.
Thank you,
so
Alex.
much.
Appreciate it.